say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will take the field first. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think really that's more the culture coming through or promises from the staff, David?
I think that's exactly how I would do it because I can fill some of my holes and my gaps, especially for spring ball and for all those other steps to build depth while I develop some of the younger guys. So you just kind of take a medium range of portal guys, Jesse.
Yeah, and David, I think the coaching staff knew they were going to lose some guys. Some guys didn't play enough last year, and they expected them to bounce. But they were able to hold on to some key people that a lot of other programs wanted. So give this coaching staff credit, re-recruiting their own guys, and let's see if that pays dividends today.
He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
To the air on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got some room into the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Makes the grab down the middle. And they're able to get him down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown tie! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lemon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Takes the handoff. It's Lemon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Arizona runs out the punt team. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's caught. It's Harris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That's caught. It's Harris. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll run the screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And, Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Time to take a shot. On target over the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
No siree, not This time the defense was there and ready for that one. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he's still running after the move. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Scrambling away. Got enough space. Touchdown time. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Offense working from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man on the right. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Bama. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 21 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Breaks into the open on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game. To this point, finally the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... The 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense will come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more. And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, and tight end, a quarterback making good decisions.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team.
On to punt it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's loose down the left side. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tide!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 18 over West Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen.
Breaks into the open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Gain of 7. Brings up second down.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
You know, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Snap it to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Crispin. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 17 over Central Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that.
Oh, he's got some space. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Holds it in on the left. Here he goes. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moffitt. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Scanning the field, it's Crispin. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Now the pitch. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Dropping back, it's Crispin. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.